Hello, and welcome to Life Coach Access, your daily access for professional certified life coaches, brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. Life Coach Philippines is our community of credentialed life coaches offering coaching classes and services worldwide. This community is supported by DCAP Copy Republic, the home of certified life coaches in the country, located at Pioneer Center, Capitolio, Pasig City. And Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. If you want to know more about how our coaching classes and services offered worldwide, please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for further assistance. I am Coach Shaun for When Boy Meets Fatherhood, nurturing basics for a thriving generation. Your access with me is every Friday at 10 a.m. Maraming salamat for joining me. For my segment for today, I will be sharing to you fatherhood, the dads, and discipline. Yung mga tatay with their discipline, the two Ds. Please tag your friends in the comment below and invite them to join us in our conversation today. You may also tag your share this FB Live at your timeline and FB group and pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives in the digital space. So thank you for joining me, everyone. Again, be intentional every time we ask you when we're opening up our talk or seminars. We would ask everyone to be intentional with the things that they want to learn. It's something that you want to learn, something that you want to have a deeper understanding. Maybe you have a question in there that you need an answer. Be intentional with that. Put that into mind and get your hashtag pack my bag moments. Pack my bag moments is the aha moments that you have, some of the things where your question have been answered, and that is one thing that you can post in your timeline, you can post in your page, you can post in your group. It's something that you can share with other people so that we can bless other people as well in the digital space. All right, if this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're watching me, if you're this is the first time you see me on screen, I am Coach Shaun. I'm a professional life coach and mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. My area of focus is in the area of self leadership, and self leadership is us being intentional in the way we think, in the way we feel, and the way we act. Because these are the things that we need to really focus on for us to be able to get the results that we want in our life and also in our relationship. I am a son. I'm a son to my dad, who's a lawyer, and my mom, who's a full-time housewife. I'm also a husband to my wife, Coach Tin, which is also a certified life coach and mental health coach. I am a father. I have two children who's age 19 and 15 years old now. My daughter is 19 and my son is 15 years old. They're both doing great, and my daughter is being an entrepreneur now and a creator. And I'm also a brother. I have a sister in the US, and my brother also is in here in the Philippines. And I'm also a friend. I'm a friend to a lot of people that I met along the way. I'm a friend to a lot of certified life coaches who I felt a most deep connection with them, and also their extended families. Thank you very much for those who's watching, and joining me, who are part of that circle of mine. And one of my strengths is humor. I like to help people take a look at the brighter side of life. At times we get to be so serious with the things that we're doing na nakakalimutan natin na we can enjoy life even at the times that there are uncertainty, even at times that things are not working well, even at times when there are problems that we're encountering. We can still enjoy that and make jokes about it. Even at times that we have or experience mistakes, that is okay, because if we can laugh with our own mistakes, if we can laugh at ourselves, sometimes doing something dumb, that is part of being confident and having that sense of self-worth on how you see yourself. And humor is something that is great as well if you want to be able to be courageous, if you want to be able to have that high morale. These are the things that you can do, and it's a learnable skill. You can learn humor, you can practice it where as you progress, yun lang, wag ka lang pikon. Because humor is something that really you just get to laugh at yourself when you're doing some mistakes. I'm also doing this coaching profession full time since I left the corporate world back in 2019. After 14 years of successful career in the call center industry. Why I quit? Because I felt a need to take care of my children. I felt the need to take care of the household. I felt the need for me to create a positive mental health at home. I realized that the work that I was doing, although I'm earning, I'm able to put food in the table, I'm able to pay the bills, but it's not really allowing me to enjoy my time with my family, to be able to create that connection with my family, to be able to help my children be confident, see their self-worth, see their purpose, see their mission. These are the things that I've sacrificed for. That's why I went full-time in life coaching. And so far, by far, it's giving me the fruits, as far as making sure that my kids will be doing okay. They will be able to thrive in their life when my time in this world comes. And that is just a wonderful feeling. You're able to help your children that way. And my mission, what I want to do, what I want to help is to really help 1 million men. I want to help 1 million men, either you're a teenager, either if you're a dad, incoming dad, maybe if you're in the latter stage of your life where you're still wandering from places to places, trying to understand where you want to go, what you want to do, or what kind of relationship that you want to create, and want some clarity on that, and you want to continue to wonder what the kind of future you want to live in, and work on that as you continue to progress. That's whom I help. I want to help you find more meaning and fulfillment in what you do and be purposeful in all the things that you do. All right. So just a recap of the last of this month for March, we talk about fatherhood, and the first week I've talked about the first teacher, which is you, the dads and the moms out there. You are the first teacher of your children. Whatever you're teaching your children, directly or indirectly, they will use that as they grow in age and as they grow in wisdom. So we need to be intentional of what we're teaching our children. I also discussed on March 12 about the letter from God on what we need to do as far as being focused on our original design. Every one of us were born to do something. Now the question there is, are we really doing it? Is it something that we're focusing towards and we're building on as we progress in our life? And last week, March 19, I talked about the provider, and I talk about how we need to change the way we see fatherhood in the sense of this earth or this world, because fatherhood, it's not just being a breadwinner. Fatherhood is helping our children, is helping our families, helping our spouse be spiritually and emotionally connected. That is the thing that we need to change, and that is something that I'm fighting for, so that we can, the men out there would be more connected emotionally. Kasi hindi tayo tinuturuan ko paano maging emotionally connected and also spiritually connected. So before let's begin. Let's talk about dad for now. I'm talking about dads in discipline today. And what I want to do first is I want to be able to define to you what dad means. Diba? This is coming from the dictionary. And the first explanation of what a dad is a person's father or one's father. Yan. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng dad. A person's father or one's father. It also is defined, and this is funny, a person who is corny or embarrassing in a way that a father figure might be. Di ba? He was being such a dad when he told the story. Imagine that, di ba? A father is a person who is corny or embarrassing. And why is this? I shared to you a while ago that humor is one of my strengths, because in fatherhood, you need to put humor in how you parent your children, because your children needs to see the lighter side of life. Di ba? This explanation really just if you think a lot about it, blows your mind because fatherhood is not being so serious. Fatherhood is something that needs to be fun. It needs to be engaging. It needs to be something that their children would be able to enjoy, and they could see the corny and embarrassing side. So for dads out there, pwede po kayong maging corny kasi yun po yung explanation of what being a dad is. And the adjective here, corny or embarrassing in a way that the father figure might be a dad joke and the most dad story ever. And also, this is the biggest one, which I'm proud of. A dad is also a handsome or stylish, amazing person or someone that is admired. Yan. So for all of the dads out there, if you're calling yourself a dad, if you're a dad, yan, you are a handsome, you are stylish, you are admired, and you also have humor. So you need to lighten up a bit because sometimes, sabi ko nga kanina, people are so serious with their work, so serious with their relationship, so serious with a lot of different things that they forget to enjoy life. And that is what being a dad is. And as a father, you need to teach your children this to be, corny, and it's okay to be embarrassed because it's okay to have fun. And that's the beauty of life. All right? So what is a dad? Ano ba ginagawa ng tatay? Yan. I'm gonna get this from the wisdom of the Bible. And, don't wall up in me. I'm getting this because I felt that uh, if you want to really learn what fatherhood is or what being a dad is, the wisdom of the Bible has it. I mean, we're reading a lot of different books like the fatherhood, parenting books, and what have you. But you want to learn it, sa Bible, okay na yun. I'm not talking about religion and what have you, spirituality here. I just want to get the excerpt of the wisdom because the wisdom in there makes a whole lot of sense. So I'm going to get it from 1 Timothy 3, um, verse 2 to 5. And in this verse, a dad is someone who now is the overseer and is to be above reproach. When you say above reproach, it means that there's no criticism being given to the father. And the father is working towards perfection. It's about being a better version of themselves. That is what a father means. And based on this verse. And a father is faithful to his wife. Faithful to his wife means at the end of the day, his wife will be the fruit of the eye, the eye of the fruit. Ano ba yun? The apple of the eye. Ayun, the fruit of the eye. The apple of the eye of the husband. So that is one thing that the husband would need to take a look at. The husband also is temperate. It means that we are slow to anger. It means that we are able to regulate our anger before it happens because we know that when we're angry, our children and also our spouse would get scared of us, di ba? Minsan pag mga lalaki nagagalit, kung ano-ano nangyari, di ba? As a dad, we also need to be self-controlled. We need to be self-controlled in our actions. We need to be able to be intentional on where we spend our time on, what conversations are we having, what behaviors are we showing. These are the things that we need to do as a dad. As a dad also, we need to be respectable. Dapat nare-respeto tayo ng mga tao. And being respected means that we're able to be adults. And adult means that hindi tayo pikon. Ang tatay po hindi napipikon at ang adult hindi napipikon because they understand the feedback being given to them is something that they need to improve. Or likewise, maybe it's something that's a blind spot that needs to be considered. But doesn't mean that it's right or wrong, that you're bad or you're good. Walang ganon. So respectable. A father is also hospitable in which they welcome other people in their place. They also welcome, they have a conversation with other people. That is what a dad is. And they are also able teachers. So dads are able teachers. So for those men out there or the spouse watching, are your spouses able teachers? Are they teaching you? Are they teaching your kids on how to be successful in life, on how to be, someone who's disciplined in their lives? A dad is also not given into drunkenness. I have experiences nung I was drinking, pero hindi naman ako nagwawala at nawawala. More on, I drink because of my work that I do. But eventually, I stopped doing that because I felt that being drunk, just doesn't give you a good result that you want. A dad is also not violent but gentle. It means that they can be strong, but they are also gentle in a way that they're able to take care of the children, whatever happens. Hindi sila naninigaw, hindi kailangan manigaw, hindi kailangan manakit. Di ba? That's not happening. And also not quarrelsome, na hindi nakikipag-away, hindi nakikipag-diskusyon. Because the father is the one that's leading the family. And not a lover of money. Ayan. A father is not, or dads out there are not a lover of money. And lastly, a dad must manage his own family well and see that his children obey him, and he must do so in a manner worthy of respect. It means that when we teach our children to obey, it needs to come into a perspective that they will respect us. Because sometimes what we do as father, we are, we get physical and verbal that our children obey us, but as they grow up, they don't respect us. So think about the moment when you had that conversation with your children. Are you someone, in all honesty, being, you know, in a space that your children will respect you? That even in the midst of discipline, even though they get hurt at times, kasi kailangan talagang paluin paluin ng konti. Or minsan napapagsabihan, or minsan nasasaktan yung bata, you're there because you want the best for your children. That this is a great explanation or a great wisdom of what a dad is. If you take a picture of that, send that to your spouses and just share it to them, or share this video, because this one would really unlock that treasure of what fatherhood really is all about. Now, let me talk about discipline. Um, Discipline, I'm gonna get this from Psalm 23, verse 4. Again, I'm getting the wisdom from the Bible. I'm getting the knowledge from the Bible. For those of you who's watching, even though I walk through the darkness valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, and your rod and your staff, they comfort me. This is from Psalm 24 and 4. And this one is talking about how the Father, which is God, is guiding the people with the rod and the staff. Now, do you know what the rod and the staff is being used? Thank you, Coach Candy, my better half, Coach Teen, Joanna, for joining me this morning. Do you know what the rod and the staff is being used for? Yan. Explain ko. And I'll explain to you why the rod and the staff is a good example of how we need to discipline our children, especially for the dads out there and for the moms. Kung matututunan mo din to. Why is it important for the rod and the staff for us to get a deeper understanding? Well, the rod and the screen that you're seeing, the rod is a relatively short, heavy club-like device. So, yan yung nakikita nyo, parang club yan. And before, during those the age back when Jesus Christ, what happened is the rod is being used when they're shepherding. And the rod is being used to count the number of sheep that needs to go to the barn or go out of the barn. So ang ginagawa nila, pinupukpok ng shepherd sa ulo. Not that's yung ginagawa 1, 2, 3 ganyan ginagawa slowly. So they count it. Because what happens if, for example, you have 100 sheep, tapos 99 lang yung sheep mo, ang ginagawa ng shepherd, hanapin niya yung isang nawawalang sheep. So yung ginagawa, that is being used and during those times. And the staff, what happens here is this is a longer and thinner with a hook or a crook at one end. Ayan, ang ganyan yung nangyayari sa kanya. May hook siya, and this is being used, di ba, pag naglalakad-lakad yung shepherd, ganun ginagawa yan. And I'll explain to you the relevance of this in discipline. The rod that you're seeing is to defend our children from danger. And it's also a way to discipline the children by a little bit of, making them feel uncomfortable. Because in discomfort is growth. When you understand that these are the things, some of the things that you've done, the children done is not good for them, then they need to feel something so that they understand. Until such time that they realize that this is something that's not, life is not perfect, things will not go out their way, and things will, not be good. But that's okay. Because you understand that at the end of the day, there are dangers in there, and teaching your children how to behave in ways that they will thrive is something that the rod represents. The staff now is the one being used to guide and save yung sheeps from the pit. O, pag nahulog sa pit, ginagawa niya, tapos hinihilala yan. And this is true as well in discipline. Because as parents, what we need to do, what we ought to be doing, is to be able to guide our children so that they are, they stay their path, they stay their lane, and also when they're in a space where in the pit, they're not able to move out, we're able to save them and they're able to learn in the progress so that in the future they know how to do that for themselves and also for their children. So disciplining in the rod and the staff is a very good example of what we need to do to discipline our children. That we need to defend them from from any danger. Of course, defending means that they learn in the process. Hindi lang yung i-defend mo, hindi na nila na-experience yung pain, yung suffering. Because in pain, you grow. And in suffering, you understand. You are empathetic, and compassionate. And the staff is something that guides them para nakikita nila na, hey, you're going the right way. And I experienced that with my daughter specifically. Right now, she's an entrepreneur, she's a creator, and she's earning money on what she's doing because we're guiding her. We're guiding her towards the path that she was created for. Not what we want for her, but what she wants. And you can do that. So, I'll share to you 2 point. There's a 2 point simple rule for dads and discipline. Ito lang yung kailangan yung gawin, di ba? Wala masyadong kailangan isipin to. One of the biggest challenge of parents is, ito, dalawa. We talk too much or we have too much emotions, We talk too much that our children, instead of them processing their thoughts, processing their feelings, understanding what happened in their life, understanding what they did, understanding the situation, understanding the problem. We talk too much. We tell them too much. We give them advice. We give them recommendations. Yada, yada, yada. And at the end of the day, the children doesn't listen. Kasi ang daming sinasabi. Imagine yourself. If you can remember a time when your parents started talking to you, but you only wanted them to, be there, na someone na can hug you, someone who could say that it's okay, I understand. I understand you. I understand how you feel. And it's not at the end of the world. That we can still do something about it. You can still do something about it. And we're here for you. We will support you, whatever decisions you make. And that is something that the lesser that you talk, the more you allow your children to speak, the better is for us to understand them. So too much talking, I tell you, doesn't do good in discipline. And number 2, too much emotions, at times. Yung mga tatay, pag galit na at inis na, nagwawala at nawawala, sumisigaw at namamalo, too much emotions doesn't help your children be disciplined. What you only strike with them is fear. It's not empowering. Hindi na empower yung mga bata. You cripple the child because in the future, when they choose the relationship that they have, they choose their spouse, they choose their husband, it will be the same as what you, the husband, and the wife has taught them. Kasi hahanapin nila yung similar na yon. So, are you teaching your children today how to be better than whom you are before? Because every single day, what we need to do as parents is we need to improve, we need to be better, so that our children will become better. Kasi kung di ka nag-invest sa sarili mo on education, on how you can be a better version, then obviously your children will be whomever you are. Diba? You can only get your children to whatever, journey they're in based on where you are or where you have been. So the more that you learn, the more that you invest, the more that you go forward, your children become better. So the 2-point simple rule for dads and discipline is simple. Stop this. Enough with too much talking. Enough with too much preaching. Enough with too much sermon. Di ba sermon ang tawag sa in Tagalog? We give our children a sermon, and what they're only looking for is someone that would really care for them, that would acknowledge them, that would tell them that, hey, it's okay. And the emotions, we need to be the one who's managing our emotions. We need to help our children manage their own emotions, because if they see in you that you're able to regulate yourself and your emotions, then they're able to mirror you. They're able to follow you. So yun lang yung dalawa. Not too much talking, not too much emotions. That's a simple rule for dads out there on how to discipline your children. Makinig. Magtanong. Yun lang. Magtanong lang. So that you understand your children and you can support your children better. This is from Genesis 48, verse 15 to 16. And it states, the God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac walked, the God who have been my shepherd all my life, long to this day, the angel who has redeemed me from all evil. Binabasa ko lang bless the boys, and in them let my name be carried on. I want to emphasize on the word shepherd. Diba? Abraham is a shepherd. For the fathers out there, for the dads out there watching, how do you see yourself in life? Diba? And how would you want others to describe you as a father? As a person even? Ay, hindi naman nga, dapat hindi tayo nag-change ng hat eh. If we're a dad, we're fully a dad. If we're a coach, we're fully a life coach. If we're, a husband, we're fully a husband. And what would you like your wife and children to experience from you? Like, are you really intentional of the kind of experiences you want to get from your children and your spouse? This morning, I want to, suggest to you that we should start seeing ourselves as men of the house, as father, as dad, to be the family shepherd. Na tayo yung nagpapastol sa pamilya natin. I'm sorry. Because these things, when we understand the requirements for being a dad, the responsibilities of being a dad, and the kind of relationship we need to do as a dad, and just changes the way things. Diba 3 hours lang eh. That we need to be mindful of as that father. The requirements, the responsibilities, and the relationship. And shepherding, if you think about it, is have 3 roles. A shepherd is a leader and gives direction to the family. A shepherd is a management, which works with the children and the spouse to function without friction and conflict. You need to manage that. And third is a shepherd as a nurturer, that to provide your family not just with the money that you are getting, but also with the spiritual and emotional connections. These are the things that we need. Because the dads out there, you fathers out there, you are the family shepherd. And we need to act that way. If you want to change the future generation, if you want to, you know, if you want to have a better relationship with your dad, with your father, if you want to have a better relationship with your children, it starts with you. It starts with you being grateful. Starts with you being in a space of honor, honoring your father and your mother. You know what? Even though during those times, hindi maganda yung experience mo, still honor them. Because if it's not for them, you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't have this wisdom. You wouldn't have this knowledge. You wouldn't have these things that you've learned that you can teach your children. I realized that the importance of pain and suffering in our life, because we would be able to teach our children to be mindful and to accept that the world is not always good, that there will be evil. But when we experience this as parents and we were able to teach our children that, our children come prepared and they are able to bounce back during times of adversity. Yan yung value ng pain and suffering natin, especially for dads out there. The pain and suffering that we have of not being acknowledged, accepted, but by our parents. And if you're able to do that, I tell you, the world will change. Maybe not in our lifetime, maybe in the future generations, but hey, diba, we're trying to live a legacy for our children, and living a legacy means that changing our children so that they can be a better person. All right? So for those of you who's joining me, thank you very much. Coach Mao, thank you for nakahabol ka. Maraming salamat. if you are stressed right now and you need some support, you need some help with stress management, I'm going to conduct an online class. It's no monetary investment. It's going to be on March 29th on Monday, 2 p.m. So it's just 2 hours. If you want to learn more about how to understand stress and use stress, how to learn the AAA approach, and how to, build three building blocks to reduce stress reducing lifestyle. Join me in. It's all monetary investment. I'll share the link on the description below, on the comment section below, so that you can register. And also, a day after that, I'm gonna conduct a time management intro as well. Understand your time wasters, plan and prioritize each and your day efficiently, and also plan your meetings more efficiently. It's gonna be on April 1st at 2 p.m. That's going to be on a Tuesday. Sorry, that's going to be on a Tuesday, not a Thursday. And also, if you need support for men out there or for women out there, you want to be able to manage your anger, anger management. I apologize for the date. This is going to be on Thursday. I'm going to do a talk as well. I'll just send you the link of the registration there for you to be able to register on anger management. It's going to be on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All right? So maraming salamat. Thank you for joining me. Again, I apologize for the date. As we end today's episode, let me invite you to visit, of course, our coaching hub. It's going to be at Decap Copy Republic, located at Pioneer Santeng Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets. It's in Capitolio or inside Capitolio, Pasig City. It's just across Bayanihan Center. And our coaching hub is open physically from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But our virtual operation is 24 by 7, and we offer coaching services on demand any time of the day and any day of the week. Please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your coaching needs. And also, I would like to invite you for our life coaching certification program. If you wanna be the best version father that you can be, and I really invite you to become a certified life coach. You can utilize this as well in the workplace. I've utilized this as a director before I left. I implemented that, and it's just made the significant change of empowering your people and also your children. The co-active co-create life coaching certification program is going to be on our first batch. It's happening on April 10th, April 17th, and April 24th. Yeah, and April 10th, April 17th, and April 24th. It's gonna be on a Saturday, 3 Saturdays. There. Just connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for assistance. If you want coaching, if you want training, if you want tribe building, Life Coach Philippines is where you will get that. Decap Copy Republic is where you can experience that. And this is where, if you want a home that celebrates you but don't tolerate you, because toleration is not allowing you to grow. But if you're able to help people understand toleration in a positive way, people would grow and you will become a better version. So join us, 0917-586-1661. Thank you so much for joining me today. Life Coaching Access will take a quarter break to make room for exciting upgrades. So, we'll be back on July 2021. So, magpapahinga muna kami. Thank you very much for joining me. It was been a wonderful journey. It's a wonderful experience. I learned in the process. I hope you learn as well in the process. This is my last episode for this season. We'll see you again on July 21. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.